Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jada Symone, and in this video I'm going to be giving freshman advice. Well, not necessarily like just for freshmen, but like high school advice in general. So I got like a couple of topics that I wanted to speak about: friends, drama, school, relationships, sports, grades, hygiene, peer pressure, first day, time management, and then preparation. So first I'm going to talk about friends, which I feel like that's like, it's not a big thing for high school, but at the same time, like, it's like, you know, it's kind of like, so how I feel about friends. First of all, let me just say this: nobody really cares about you for real. And I'm not saying that in a mean way, that's like nobody cares about you, but at the same time, like, people are really only worried about themselves. So I feel like friends, it's okay to have friends and it's good to have friends, but just make sure you know like who's good and who's bad, because the people that you're friends with right now, I'm not saying that they won't be your friends when you get older, but at the same time, like, the same people you talk to now, you may not talk to when you're older. But like, it's good to have friends, you know, somebody you can come to, talk to, but just be mindful of who that friend is, just so they won't like tell your business or like backdoor you or something like that. Next is drama. So drama, which at my school, well, I don't really know because I'm not like in, you know, drama and stuff like that. But drama in general is just really like unnecessary, and like it's just no point in drama and stuff like that, because I feel like we're in high school now, so we're old enough to like talk to each other and like figure stuff out. And also like fighting and stuff like that. Me, I'm not a fighter. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a fighter, because this is not something that I do. I'd rather like talk to somebody, just talk it out and stuff like that. Even though a lot of people, they don't really want to talk it out, they just want to fight and stuff like that. I feel like girls, ain't nothing wrong with that, because you know some people, they do tussle and stuff like that. But I don't want to fight anybody, because that's just not what I want to do. But back to what I was saying about drama, like, don't be the main cause of drama. Like, don't be telling people's business, don't be talking about people, doing stuff like that. Like, don't be a mean girl in high school, because it's no point and it's gonna get you nowhere. So like, just don't be the main source of drama. Now I see like some people, like, you're friends of friends and you get in drama that way, and like sometimes you can't help it, but still try to be mindful of like who you hang, just back to friends, be mindful of who you hang around and what you associate, who you associate with, and what y'all talk about. The next thing I have is about relationships. So I mean, relationships, which this is different for everybody, but in my opinion, like, it's okay to have like a boyfriend or girlfriend, like that's perfectly fine. But at the same time, you're young, so like it's okay to not like have a boyfriend or girlfriend, and don't think you need somebody, because you don't need anybody. Because I know some people, it's like they have to have a boyfriend or girlfriend. Like, you don't have to have anybody. You need to be okay with just having yourself in life, because in life you're not going to always have somebody. So like, it's okay if you don't have a boyfriend or girlfriend. But also, speaking on relationships, I mean, like, now I feel like it just depends on the person, because some people, they take a relationship serious in high school and then others don't. So I feel like if you are like talking to somebody, or you do want to like find somebody, just make sure like y'all are on the same page about relationships and things that y'all like expect and don't expect, and then boundaries and stuff like that. Because relationships can last in high school. I feel like they can, if like people, like the two people that they really wanted to work and they're both like committed to it. The next thing I have is sports. So if y'all don't know, I do cheer, school cheer, I do all-star cheer, which is like a travel cheer team. I do soccer, and I do track. So sports in general, like, I feel like they're good to do, but you don't have to do a sport. Like, don't think just because you don't do a sport like something's wrong, because like everybody's not just made to do sports, and that's understandable. But I feel like you should like try to find something that you enjoy doing, and not just like school then home, school then home, which like you can have a job maybe, or like find a hobby that you like doing, making videos, like just really anything, having to start a clothing brand, starting a business, even like doing TikTok. I feel like you can get somewhere with that. Like, even though that's like social media, like social media is even like a hobby. You can do YouTube videos, Instagram, like anything like that. But sports, I feel like sports, they can sometimes get tiring and stressful. I do say, like, make sure you focus on school first and then sports, because sometimes I feel like some people, they like, when their sports season is in, they may kind of like forget about their schoolwork and stuff like that. Because I can admit, I know for myself, like, when, like, not necessarily like, well, I could say like cheer season, it really doesn't affect me with sports and my grades because it's at the beginning of the year. And typically at the beginning of the year, I'm more focused than towards the end of the year, which the end of the year I do soccer and track. And I can say, like, towards the end of the year, and when I have sports and track meets and soccer games, I do start to tend to like get lazy and stuff like that. So I do say, if you do sports, even if you're like a multi-sport athlete, which can be hard sometimes, just make sure you stay on top of your grades and just keep a, well, school should kind of be up here and sports is kind of like, you know, it just depends on, like, you know, some people, they have like, they want to like actually like get somewhere in their sports, and then some people are just doing sports just to kind of like have fun and stuff like that. So I feel like it just depends on what you want to do, but at the same time, make sure you keep your grades and stuff good, because if your grades aren't good, then you're not going to be able to play sport in college. The next thing I'm going to be talking about is your future. Okay, so like, I know a lot of people that know what they want to do when they get out of high school, and a lot of people that don't know what they want to do when they get out of high school, which I feel like it just depends on what grade you're in. Because of course, when you're like a freshman and sophomore, you may have like a path in your head, or like something that you think you may want to do, but you may not know exactly. But as your junior and your senior year comes, I feel like you should kind of be trying to like figure out what you want to do. If your school has like, I don't know what they're called, but like at my school, like we have like a medical or nursing or medical program. We have a wood, I don't know what it's called, well, no, y'all, I don't know what it's called. It's like the construction. Okay, we have construction, and we have like, yeah, we do have welding and like stuff like that. So I feel like if like high school is the best time to kind of figure out what you want to do. So like if you don't like science and you don't like math, then you know the medical field is probably not like, you know, the best for you. And then construction, probably like, I don't know what construction do, y'all, math or something, I don't know. But basically what I'm trying to say is, like, in high school, I feel like that's the best time to try to like try things, like try new classes and stuff like that. So when you get to college, you won't like be paying money for a class and then you don't like it. And also about future with sports, like I was saying, if you do plan on doing sports in high school, make sure your grades are good. Make sure you have good attitudes on and off the field, because coaches do look at that. And just like the little things that you think that won't really matter, make sure you like focus more on that. Like social media matters too, because like, you know, coaches, they look. And also like, just make sure you have a good reputation for yourself in general, because that's just good. Like, you just need to have a good reputation for yourself. Grades, so I'm gonna do like grades and schoolwork kind of like just together. So my thing about grades and schoolwork, which high school can be hard sometimes. You may have a semester where you have harder classes than the other, or like vice versa. But I feel like you should always try to stay on top of your grades. And one of the best advices I can give is don't get behind. Because I feel like when people tend to get behind on their schoolwork, they tend to like just be like, oh, I have like 20 missing assignments, I have 40 missing assignments, I'm not doing it. They don't feel like doing it, because it's like so much of a build-up. Like, who wants to do 20 assignments? Nobody wants to do that. So try to stay on top of your work as much as you can, because I feel like that's something that can like help you in general. Because also when you fall behind, sometimes you're trying to do your work while the teacher is teaching, and you can't focus on this lesson, so then you're behind for the next lesson and the next lesson. So make sure you stay on top of everything. Hygiene. Okay, so first of all, I don't even know what to say. Just make sure you smell good. Just make sure you smell good, because like high school, people will talk about you, people will make fun of you if you stink, and just like, you know, stuff like that. I'm not saying you gotta look the best or just have design or have this and that, but make sure like you're put together in some type of way, and don't be not showering for days, not using deodorant. Make sure you're washing good and your whole body and everything, because like I said, people will talk about you, and nobody wants to stink. Like, that's just nasty. So make sure you have good hygiene. You know, taking a shower every night, every morning, however you want to do it, putting lotion on, putting perfume. It doesn't even have to be like anything just extra, but just make sure, even just taking a bath, that's like you won't stink. But like, you know, perfume and lotion, it'll give you like a scent that smells good. Peer pressure. Okay, so peer pressure, if y'all don't know what that is, that's like somebody's telling you to do something and you don't really want to do it, but they keep telling you like, go do this, go this. So you start to think about it and you're like, maybe I should do it, maybe I shouldn't do it. Don't fall for peer pressure, because at the end of the day, we're in high school. So I feel like now you know right from wrong, you know what and what not to do. So don't let somebody else's opinion or what they have to say about you make you do something that's not right. I mean, do something that's not right. Like bullying, making fun of people, doing stuff that you know that's like not right. Like, don't do that. Cause just don't do that. Like, don't do anything that you're gonna regret. My mom is calling me. Hello? Hello?
What you doing?
My YouTube video?
Oh, I interrupted your video?
Yes.
You got me on there?
Yes.
Hey, YouTube channel.
Y'all, she in Cabo without me.
I am. I'm living it up.
I guess. Oh yeah, that was my mother. She just interrupted, but she is, I don't even know, she's somewhere in, I don't know where Cabo is, but she there living life without me. What was I don't even remember what I was talking about. Peer pressure. Okay, I think I already said everything I had to say. The next thing I'm going to be talking about is the first day of school. Okay, so the first day of school, it can be like overwhelming and like, you know, kind of confusing and stuff like that. But I do suggest, like, if your school has an open house, then I do think you need to go to that and just kind of like see how your high school is. Because my high school that I go to, it's kind of like outside hallways, like, I guess it's not even hallways, it's outside, but it's like outside and stuff like that. But we do have like buildings, like small buildings, but you do have to like walk outside. And I know some high schools, they're just all inside, you know, stuff like that. So like I said, if you have like an open house, make sure you kind of go and just kind of like look around, maybe find like each of your classes so you can know like where you're going to, because you don't want to be like super late to your classes. Even though on the first day they typically give you like a good amount of time to kind of get to your classes, so just so you can adjust to everything. But definitely say, like, make sure you kind of know what you're doing on the first day. Also, make sure you have a good, like, what's it called, what is the word, like, I can't even think of the word. Like, make sure you have a first good impression. Because I can say, like, people that are rude in high school and people that are just like have bad attitude and stuff like that, people definitely remember you, and people will like act a certain type of way towards you if you have like a bad attitude and stuff like that on the first day. Especially teachers, because teachers, they do like tend to like, if students have bad attitudes, I feel like they're less likely to like go out their way for them. Like, if you're a good student, you're always on time, you have a good attitude and stuff like that, teachers are like more willing to help you. So make sure you always have a smile on your face, even if you gotta fake it sometimes. I know, you know, school is not always like where you want to be and stuff like that, but try to always have like a smile on your face and try to be respectful and positive all the time. Time management. This kind of goes with like school and like grades and stuff like that. Time management, I feel like, is very important, because after high school you go to college. In college you're basically like out on your own. So I do say in high school, try to like manage your time as much as possible, with if you have a job, with sports, your schoolwork and everything like that. And I do suggest, like, if you're the type of person that like, you like, I do better when like I kind of plan out my day. So like, having a planner, or like using the planner on your phone, or even having like a planner that you can write in, I feel like both of those are like really helpful. Or this year I got some sticky notes, and on those sticky notes I'm gonna write like if I have like an assignment coming up or something like that, and then I'll just like stick it to my binder, so when I look at my book bag I remember like, oh, I need to do this and do that. The last thing I have is preparation, like preparing for high school. Make sure you have all your school uniform. Make sure you have like school supplies, a little hygiene pouch, just everything that you think you would need for high school. Make sure you have everything. And I will be doing a video on like a back to school haul. Ooh. And I will be doing a video on like a back to school haul. And it'll have like my clothes, hygiene products, school supplies, my book bag, my lunchbox, my shoes, everything kind of like that. Which, this is the end of this video. I hope I covered like the main topics, because this is all I could really think of. But thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, Follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, all my social media. And thank y'all for watching this video. Bye, y'all.